Oh my god! I'm finally back inside the house! And it's the first race review, I think, of this year. That has come the day after the race. Now, what did I think is what is on everyone's mind, and I say, because I think the expectations were lowered due to the fact that there was a repave, but I think my interest was piqued because they changed the track. They changed the track. They added that banking in 1 and 2, and that's what made me think, you know what, okay, there's potential here for some good shit. And the truck race was great. I really liked the truck race. Same can't be said for anything else. But the truck race was good. Yeah! What a nice battle at the end. What a nice battle at the end. Rest of the race was but great battle at the end. Overall, good truck race. Xfinity, wow. 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 It does not get worse than that. We have reached the pinnacle of terrible. It does not get worse than that Xfinity race. Wow. Thank goodness for that Xfinity race. Otherwise, the Cup race would have lacked entertainment in comparison to that truck race. Thank goodness. Thank you, Xfinity. You are good for something. You are good for being the worst race of the week so that the Cup Series at least has something positive to it. And that something positive that the Sprint Cup race had to it was exactly one green flag pass for the lead. At least it was more than Michigan. So how about that race? Wow. Okay, so as anticipated, it wasn't great because of that repave. And I'd say that was the biggest thing there. It was the repave. I'm gonna have to say it was the repave. Because early on in that race, it looked like, okay, there's going to be a lot of movement around the track. It's clear that that restarts are going to be vital. And even then, people were still able to move along in the early runs. Like, it was like Bane. He went up like 10 spots in the first run before the first caution. He got up 10 spots. Blaney, before he wrecked, moved up. Elliott, before he wrecked, moved up. It was clear that there was going to be plenty of movement throughout the field. It's just, once again, clean air was God. Proven by the fact that once Harvick got out, no one could catch him. Except for Truex. Occasionally. It was only like at the start and maybe one of the runs in the middle. Beyond that, Harvick was uncatchable. Truex in the lead, uncatchable. Keselowski in the lead, except for that very first one. The first time that Keselowski was out front. Except for that, Keselowski wasn't touchable. As well as Kurt. Had that caution after Kurt stayed out the first time, not came out, I'm pretty sure Kurt would have been untouchable. But Kevin got him on that second restart, so yeah. Good shit. Not good shit. Actually, that's the antithesis. That is the antithesis of good shit. Not good shit. Not good shit. We like passes for the lead. And one during the green flag run is not okay in the slightest. So, how about some bullshit? Yeah, that penalty for Truex, warranted. Why it didn't happen any other time over the course of the year, I don't know. Haven't been paying close enough attention. Maybe this is an isolated incident, and this is the first time that Truex has actually passed the guy he's behind. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But in any case, the cautions, it was feeling pretty shit showy there at the start. Stenhouse, Blaney, Chase, the big one with Busher. Yeah, it was feeling pretty shit showy there early. Everyone reckon aerodynamics an absolute massive factor. Okay, so let me give a disclaimer. I am by no means an engineer, but after watching this race, Michigan as well, I have come up with a theory. Why is clean air God again? Well, my theory is that, you know, so they took off the splitter underneath, like the car, the underneath part. They put out the back part of the splitter, not the front part. They took the back part off, which was supposed to lead to disturbance underneath the car. Well, what I think happened is that since the front of the splitter was shorter than the one that's underneath the car, that meant that more air was being pushed underneath the car instead of over the car, which makes me believe that there was actually less downforce. Yeah, there was actually less downforce and more of an upward force, since there was more of a surface area underneath the car for the air to hit, so that the nose was being pushed up more, is basically what I'm saying. When they took that off, it equalized the front and the back part of the splitter. This is very difficult to explain what my theory is. So what I'm trying to say is that since it equalized the front and the back, it's just like the old splitter. Because there was a whole bunch on the front and a whole bunch in the back. Well, now there's only a little in the front and a little in the back, equalizing it once again, which meant that it was virtually the same as the 2015 package, just with less surface area, meaning clean air is God once again. So that is my entirely zero experience in aero engineering theory on why clean air has suddenly become God again. The passing inside of the pack is good. It's just that you still can't catch the leader for the life of you. Unless, of course, they're saving gas. And speaking of saving gas, I don't know what the hell that finish was, but I enjoyed it. Why didn't Truex stay out? The entire point of coming in was to get the extra gas. Why would you go back in again? You had the field. You had that shit, Truex. Kenseth went down the pit, and if you hadn't, you could have stormed right up to Keselowski, pushed the issue, and maybe Keselowski would have ran out of gas. But no! So yeah, that's my big analysis of this race. Gonna have a rant of the week? Nah, let's not have a rant of the week. Just watch my Xfinity Series Sucks video. That can be your rant of the week. Anyway, so yeah, Truck Series race was the best of the weekend, easily. Xfinity, I'm done talking about that abortion of a race. And Cup, I'd put this race, I'd rank it above other night races. Like every other night race, I'd put it above, but still underneath all the other good races this year. Because even in comparison to 2015, this was a far better race than most of those. But 2016 has had such a good showing. So many good races. Richmond, Dover, Atlanta. Phoenix was decent. Phoenix was decent. Phoenix was decent. And we're going back to the package that we had of those races at New Hampshire. Which means we could very well see a good New Hampshire race. Like what? Like what? I'm not gonna hold my breath on that home front. I'm more excited for Indy and Bristol coming up here more so than I am for New Hampshire. But at least we might see the potential of another Phoenix upset of the year. Like, who expected a photo finish at Phoenix, well, maybe we'll see an exciting race in New Hampshire, because who the hell would have expected that? It's going to take place during the day. It's a day race, so it's this package's high point. You know it. You know it. But in any case, oh yeah, and ARCA happened this weekend. I'm not sure who has the worst luck, Kyle Weatherman or Martin Truex Jr., but at this point, I should just stop cheering for Kyle Weatherman, because maybe then he will succeed. Maybe I should give him the Logano treatment, and now I can't think of a word to describe my opinions. God damn it. I wish I had a thesaurus next to me. Yeah, so I should despise Kyle Weatherman so he can start winning races and not getting fucked over by stupid ass fucking tires. Every single week it's something else with Kyle Weatherman. First his team goes under, and then every race that he gets, and he goes to the lead, something fucking stupid happens. Something fucking stupid happens, like he can't even get to the end and show like, hey, I'm gonna race my way to the front. Oh look, competition. Let's race together and see who's the better driver. No, let's just have a tire blow every fucking week. So yeah, New Hampshire, that's coming up. I don't know where Trucks, Eldora! Nah, not next week. It's the 20th, which is 10 days from now. 10 days, count them down, yo. Yes, Eldora is next for Trucks, and I assume Xfinity is going to be in New Hampshire, so I assume that race is going to be absolute ass out of Arizona. Absolute ass out of Arizona is going to be that Xfinity race. But anyway, yes, so, I think I've said everything I want to say, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Oh yeah, and later tonight, John West Townley versus Spencer Gallagher in a steel cage match! Check that shit out too, yo!